150% troop damage is the real deal. Rank 23 with my Cpt.Borealis account, naked 7 ER. We're going to go through the tech tree in just a moment here to literally go through everything we are still missing here, but nonetheless a successful rank 23 push, compliments of that beautiful 150% troop damage. And the best part about it is that, yes, okay, I did match a lot of 6s along the way here, but that is a beautiful 9-in-1 log, and the only loss in my log as well is by 1 second. Big shout out to our Chinese character friend, Boom Beach Warships Season 42, So much fun, 7 engine room with 150 troop damage. Yeah, it's the real deal. Let's do this. Good morning, good afternoon, and yes, good evening, Skull Army and friends. It's your boy, your friendly neighborhood SkullCrusher, coming right back at you with another Boom Beach video. In today's video, 1 week remaining in the season, 6 days, 3 hours as of the recording of this video, but it has just been absolutely surreal for me. Now, keep in mind here on the tech tree, Skull Army, that we are missing our sniper tower, you know, the defensive multi-node right into engine room there, the 2 mortars, not the 2 mortars, the mortar node right there, medkit, that's not really a defense though, you know, coming into 4 engine room here, no rocket chopper, but underneath that rocket chopper is that 50% building damage, no critter launchers, we never picked up the multi-node with, you know, the DA or the Flotsam there, we don't have smoke, not that that's a defense either, no love for bullet right now either, but of course, of no love for Hidden Warrior or Barrage on this account. We did literally punch it right to 7 engine room. I did end up picking up the shock launcher just due to the fact that 3 shock launchers is pretty awesome, and we don't even have the critter launchers unlocked yet on this account here, and there it is right there. Absolutely stunning, and what a difference it made as well. Of course, yeah, it did open a serious window for me, Skull Army. And before we do go into the replays here, please do not forget to leave a like on today's video. It does mean the absolute world to me, does help the channel grow, and it does appease our YouTube algorithm overlords. All right, let's do this. We're gonna start off with 12x88 here. This was 232 to 228. Now, majority of these hits, we did end up going with 3-5 heavy chopper, laser ranger, Kavan with second wind. I believe I might have at least 1 seeker hit in here, but for this one right here, we did do a fair drop. Once heavy chopper on the left side, right side of the ramp, and right in the middle with our laser rangers evenly split as well. And this one ended up just turning out to be a really good natural path here. Since we ended up splitting the drop so evenly on the ramp there, the troops ended up just taking a natural path, which just allowed them to take that beautiful transition from ER to ER, and right up at the end here you can see that we have that nice split there with the heavy chopper and the bulk going to that top left, and then of course Kavan finishing it up top with the artillery at the top right. And I'm going to show this one to you anyways, even though this was a 1 second loss here to our CCF, our Chinese character friend. So the same drop from the previous attack here. I think most of the 7 ERs that we did end up matching, you know, we went for that heavy chopper on the left side, right in the middle there with a nice even drop of the laser rangers as well, just allowing them to take that natural path. I really didn't want to have to reflare, and you know, as you can see, if you can manage your gunboat energy accordingly, it does work out pretty good. Some artillery and critters coming out at the end there, and a beautiful finish, even though we did lose that one by 1 second. So after our Chinese character friend, I believe we have our next Chinese character friend here. I do apologize if I do get it wrong here, but this was 217 to 131. This is where I believe we started running into the 6s, and I do want to give a massive shout out to Flint because his base has just absolutely plagued 6 engine room. It is everywhere, but for this Flint layout, we ended up dropping full drop on that right side of the 6 engine room layout and just kind of allowing them to take that natural path. Again, there was no need to reflare here. We had a nice split of laser rangers making their way up there. We were managing the gunboat energy with shocks, cryo bombs, and of course critters there to distract the doom cannon. And then, you know, 2 laser rangers and some heavies working on that top right, while, you know, the bulk of the troops are at that bottom left there, just kind of working their way outside the But again, this just worked out really, really nice, just kind of allowing the troops to do their thing. Critter support like crazy on that top mid. That top mid actually dropped before the top left there. But again, a lot of 6s coming up here. Then we've got Death Novgorod right here. This was 232 to 2 minutes. Another 6 CR. You can see this one we actually have 2 boats of heavy choppers coming out on that right ramp with Kavan spawning that second win with 3 boats of laser rangers coming out. And this was just kind of allowing ourselves to clear that front engine room, some of those defenses, and then delay dropping 1 boat of a heavy chopper with 2 boats of laser rangers. And then this was just managing our gunboat energy with cryo bombs, shocks, critters accordingly here. This is with the 150 troop damage going up against these 6 engine rooms. And again, this is making a serious difference here. I love how much faster it is. We are pulling, 225s to 230 pluses consistently here. And again, final engine room, it was open up with the poor sky shield placement, and we were able to finish it off with aggressive Hail Mary flare. Following up with Clarence 04 here, this was 230 to 159, another 6 CR. So I believe we kind of followed the same strategy as the previous 6 CR there. 2 boats of heavy choppers coming out on that right ramp with Dr. Kavan spamming that second win there, spawning tomato, and then 3 boats of laser rangers. Then once we clear enough defenses in that first engine room, that delayed heavy chopper coming out. I believe this time it was 1 boat of laser rangers, because we actually did drop 4 boats of laser rangers. I think I did mean to drop 3, but we did accidentally drop 4. So nonetheless, that 1 boat of laser rangers being delayed still made a very, very big difference here. And again, no need to reflare. That 150 troop damage making all the difference. Even with just a pocket full of laser rangers chipping away at an engine room, it drops so much faster with that 150% troop damage. An aggressive Hail Mary flare to finish off that top left. Beautiful. Racer Boy 319, massive shout out to Racer Boy 319. Again, I do apologize, but we have been bullying the 6s like crazy here with this 150 troop damage. And again, previous to the other 2 boats of heavy choppers coming out, Kavan spamming that second wind, 3 boats of laser rangers managing those defenses right up to that first engine room with the delayed drop of the heavy chopper, and 2 boats of laser rangers to follow, hoping to get a nice split on that upper right side here. And again, that 150 troop damage just literally ripping through everything here, managing the second winds, critters to clear mines, cryo bombs to slow down the rate of fire of defenses. And then I think here we just aggressively set it up with the Hail Mary here on that mid top engine room. And I think we didn't even finish off the hot pot here. No, we just went for it. We were able to shock that hot pot, but an aggressive Hail Mary flare for the top left. Laser Rangers just shredding right through it. Beautiful takedown. Racer Boy, GG, buddy. I know what Racer Boy's thinking. That's not GG. 70R with 150 troop damage. But as we continue to our next opponent here, this was just a straight up fizzle with 4 engine rooms left. The Flint layout. This was an intimidating Flint layout, but this one we actually started on the left ramp there. We flared that mortar with 1 boat of heavy chopper, Kavan spamming second win with 3 boats of laser rangers, and then delaying another boat of heavy choppers. I wanted to clear some of those defenses right up to that beach engine room on the bottom left side of the ramp there. And then once we kind of made our way up there, we followed up with that last boat of heavy chopper and laser ranger. So some cryo bombs coming out there to slow down the rate of fire of the, that damage amplified beefed up middle zone. But that was actually a beautiful split right there. Notice how we've got troops actually punching into the middle there, troops punching up to the top right, and of course punching down to the bottom left as well. So, together this attack again with that 150 troop damage, you can really see those laser rangers, with the help of 1 heavy, a couple critters there, but just really ripping through that and just aggressively setting this up for that last Hail Mary. And again, with that 150 troop damage, it's really no contest. The window is open and I am taking full advantage of it. And as we do continue here, this was 153 to 149, 4-second difference. So this one was incredibly close. Keep in mind, we did end up matching a rank 23. This was a 6 engine room that was rank 23. We got plus 12 for this one as well. So another Flint layout. This Flint layout actually had the Microwav'r in the top left there, and I think that's mainly due to the fact that the secret hits are still so prevalent on these layouts here. But again, we started things off with that 1 boat of heavy chopper, Kavan spamming second win, 4 boats of laser rangers. We delayed a heavy chopper once we cleared enough of those ramp defenses and that engine room. We delayed that last boat of heavy chopper and that last boat of laser rangers. This was an aggressive choice here, but we literally flared right up to that shock launcher in that kind of kill zone in the middle there. Again, we had a couple heavies at the bottom there. I think we did have some artillery or critter support there, but I was lucky enough to have those heavies there to literally have enough mustard in the bottle here. And we're going to speed this up here because I really thought I was going to lose this one. I was like, crap, we still got 4 engine rooms left. You know, I'm moving like molasses here. I didn't even finish off that Microwav'r. I thought we finished off the Microwav'r, just absolutely roasted my laser rangers, but the heavies was just enough mustard in the bottle there. Boom goes the dynamite. And as we continue, this was Goku Black here. This was 2:20 to 2 minutes here. Again, another 6 engine room. Oh no, my bad. 7 ER. All right. Now we're evening the playing fields. We've literally hit so many 6 engine rooms in a row. It's like, yeah, literally everybody has been 6 ER. So yeah, this drop, I think we kept it pretty tight on the mid left side there. Just kind of, you know, letting them clear, managing the gunboat energy here, hoping to get a nice split, you know, on that right side, left side in the middle where the rocket launchers are. And I think I kind of lucked out by having Dr. Gavon kind of follow the bulk of the troops in the middle there, following that rocket launcher lineup. And again, just beautiful engine room placement from Goku Black here, just allowing my laser rangers and my troops to take a beautiful split here, kind of naturally just kind of shifting their way to each engine room, slowly making our way to that top right ER underneath the sky shield here. And as you can see, I think we got like multiple critters coming out to support once we drop that sky shield, and aggressive flare critter support. Artillery coming out late. That one was clutch right there. Then of course this was the boss fight to rank 23 here. I believe we did get plus 14 on this one. I think we got like plus 16 or 17 on that one. This one might have been plus 17 as well, but nonetheless here, big shout out to our Orgasm here. This was 3 engine rooms left behind here. Again, another 6 engine room. We matched this. My eyes literally, they lit up and I'm like, okay, slow and steady, let's do this. But seriously, with 150 TD, yeah, it's just steamroll. GG Orgasm. So a 6 engine room and not even a flint layout, but you can see that cryo bomb coming out on that right ramp there, following things up with 2 boats of heavy choppers, Dr. Gavon spamming second wind, 3 boats of laser rangers clearing those right ramp defenses. And once we worked our way up to that first engine room, we delayed drop that next heavy chopper, following up with 2 boats of laser rangers. And sometimes I think this just works out perfectly. I was not doing this on stream. I wish I was, but it's that little delay drop. I mean, you got to manage. You got to manage the rocket launcher. We did have a shot come out a little bit late there, but again, you know, your troops are just taking that natural path there. That 150 troop damage is just ripping through everything, and it's doing it effortlessly as well. Like, I literally, of course, am noticing a significant difference on the attack times here, you know, due to the fact that we are just stacked on that troop damage. Critter support on that top left, and of course the Hail Mary to finish it off, not even worrying about the mines. Boom goes the dynamite. That was the boss fight to rank 23 here. And of course, you can see on the local leaderboard, I believe we are 16 right now, right underneath code Chicken. Shout out to Chicken there. Hopefully we will be able to pass you this season, and we are actually on global with Cpt.Borealis as well. I believe we are, I think it was 277 when I was looking at last, 279, so we've dropped a couple spots, but we are, you know, in the top 300. So with 6 days remaining, that is still definitely making me feel really good with placing top 500 on this account here. So definitely let me know in the comments what your thoughts are of 7 engine room with the assistance of 150% troop damage, because my next move now, believe it or not, is going to be unlocking that building damage there. And we've just been like hoarding our keys because we were saving for 7 for the past couple of days. Now, I believe my next unlock, we're going to, you know, get a couple chests here, and we will end up getting most likely a Doom Cannon or a Grappler. And then after that is when we backtrack. That's when I think we're probably going to go and get the snipers, the mortars. After that, most likely I'll probably get the smoke, because I'm not planning on using rocket choppers. So then I can get the proto multi-node here, most likely, you know, Flotty or DA, whatever comes in handy. Then of course we can get the critter launchers, and we can stack on more building damage as well. So absolutely fantastic. Loving the 7 engine room, rank 23, Cpt.Borealis. We've got 6 days, 3 hours left in Boom Beach Warship season 42. So much of fun. Skull Army and friends, we will officially be wrapping up today's video. Now I think it's time to make like a Tom and cruise. We'll catch you on the next stream. Peace.